I'm trying to help Rob out.
Hey.
You're not alone, Rob.
Oh, what a way
you.
to join. Yeah,
Yes.
we're live, guys. Woo! It's Friday night, 7:30. We are your hosts.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Big G.
Karen Lil B.
Bourbon Bob. And our special guest.
James E. Chips Esquire.
There you go.
Boy, I have to pre-warn everybody. Like, we are so... Like, we were fixing the camera while the credits were rolling. I don't know what's doing today, but we are like... We're shot out of a cannon, number one.
Yep.
But I don't know where we're going.
We're going. But for those of you that don't know, Jimmy Chips is regular
Greg, you're
fourth...
What's that?
Our
You're not
fourth wall
I'm not
candidate. He usually comes in and
I'm
sits in the audience.
Here. Where do you want me to go?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
He's
We gotta move Greg
he's
back a
kind of
little
off the camera. You've got to come back this way.
There we go.
Everybody wants to see your smiling face, honey.
There
Sorry.
he is.
I'm sorry, Val.
No, we're good. A couple technical difficulties. We just got to get things going. But I think that we're introducing Jimmy Chips to the new viewers and stuff
Right.
like that. So I think we should only... it's only fair that we welcome Jimmy in the appropriate way. Welcome, Jimmy.
Hey!
Here, Jimmy, because I know you're hungry.
Wow.
Jimmy's been known to rattle a couple bags every now and then, so...
Those aren't even the real chips.
No, they're not. I couldn't find I couldn't find the sun chips in the small bags, but...
Oh, my God.
So, it was just as good. The effect was there.
There you go.
Welcome. We love you, Jimmy.
Yes.
Damn,
Welcome.
son!
Oh, that's
Too
so
funny.
funny. So funny. Yeah, so, what's new, Jimmy? I see you're wearing your Whiskey Roundtable t-shirt.
Flying my colors, you know. I've been, driving all over town and,
So we got to do the W for whiskey.
yeah.
There you go.
W for...
W for... He's flying his colors, man. We got to get the signs right.
That's it.
Oh, my gosh, that's so funny. So funny.
What's this? Where do you want me to go?
Well, I think, blah, 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 yeah, everyone's giving Greg direction that he's got I think you're okay. I mean, your arm is off. Your arm isn't in there. But Jimmy's arm kind of isn't in there. I just see his hand and his watch. Nice watch, by the way, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We'll talk about Jimmy's watch. There you go.
Yeah, so,
Oh, nice. Oh, look at that.
that's so funny. We got Dan Samrock. Dave's,
Danny!
Hey, Dan.
Wait, which one?
Daniel.
Little one here.
Daniel. Yeah.
Oh, little Dan. Okay.
That's okay. Hey, I support you, brother.
Hey.
Are you watching it at the Royal Havana or no?
Royal Havana? Did we say Royal Havana?
We did.
Number one
I did,
sponsor
I
of the
did.
show.
Whoop, whoop.
I did.
And I'm even wearing their,
Royal Havana
thingy.
cigars.
Yeah,
and
what is
swag.
that? Sweatshirt. That's what it's called.
Our top sponsor. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Danny, are you on the scroll or no?
He's on
Yeah,
the
he's
scroll.
on the scroll.
That's how
And
I.
Steve's on the scroll.
Awesome.
Yep. Just reading the scroll. We got a couple on the scroll already. Anyway,
So,
how was this week?
Oh gosh. Is this any indication?
That's a hot mess. That was a week.
I went to the office early because I had a bunch of stuff to do, and I was like, I can get through this. And between phone calls and people walking in the door, at the end of the day, I was right to the last minute at 4:30 because I said I have to cook, so I have to be out of here by 4:30, and it went right to 4:30. And as I walked to the car, I had 2 more phone calls on my phone as I was getting in my car. I said, listen, man, I got to catch me Monday. Crazy. Just absolutely crazy.
Well,
Been that way for the last 3 weeks. I don't know why, but that's how it's been.
Well, I'm just going to go back to Saturday of the St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah.
If you're here, you made it through St. Patrick's Day, and thank you for making it through safely. But apparently, we I had no knowledge of this. My wife and I ended up going to a bar on Saturday to see a
Down the
friend of
road.
ours play.
Yep.
And I walked in, and there's Big G standing there. And I forgot the drummer in the band that I was going to see, who was the singer of the band, my buddy Michael, was
Dave Whiteman.
Dave Whiteman.
Yeah.
He was the drummer over there. So hey, we got this.
We grew up together.
So it was 10
Dave's
years.
a good dude, man.
The band is Everything Must Go.
Everything Must Go.
And they were over at a bar locally here, so they were.
It was fun.
That place was packed.
It was packed.
Yeah.
I was there for 2 hours. I didn't realize I was going to be there for 2 hours. I said to Karis, I'm going to do a cameo, hang out for about an hour. Then you guys walked in, and a host of other people that I knew walked in. And next thing I know, it was 2 hours later.
Yeah, it was like old home day over there.
Yeah.
I saw a
I
bunch
had
of people
fun.
I haven't seen in 10 years, and it was just a great time. The bartenders were throwing out all kinds of trinkets and chains,
Underwear, all kinds of stuff.
and beads, and you know, I was like, they kept throwing the shamrock beads out, and he'd come by me. I was like, pass me up once, pass me up twice, pass me up a third time. I said, what the hell do I got to do to get beads? So I lifted up my shirt, and this girl goes, all right, and she hands me a big pile of beads. So now I'm handing out beads to the rest of the people the rest of the night. So
Right.
that was actually a fun night.
It was fun. I spent that Saturday, this past weekend, we spent pretty much a day with my father-in-law and my wife, and we had a
Right.
good time. It was nice. It was a good time.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was. Oh, yeah.
Keep going, guys.
And how was
Okay,
Jimmy's
I'm sorry.
week?
Cold. You know, first day of spring, Northeast Ohio, Monday, and it snowed and it's been cold all
Typical.
week. So typical Northeast Ohio,
Typical. For sure.
from 72 to 30. You know,
All right.
in a matter of 2 days. So
Awesome.
my part-time job earlier in the week at the funeral home and standing out in the cold on Monday for a service at the graveyard. And I was like, you know, can we get this over with?
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear people are dying to get into that
They are.
funeral home.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the right time to say it. You beat me to it.
Oh, my
It was
goodness.
a crematorium. This the last chance for a smoking hot body, right? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys are just wrong. Can I
Yeah,
just say
on
that?
so
Can
many
I just
levels.
say
That's how we
that?
roll. That's how we roll.
What are you
Too
smoking, G?
So, it's a new cigar. Royal Havana Cigars, Particulares. It's a Ecuador. Jesus, my mind. My merger wit. Nicaraguan. Jesus, I can't even get it out.
Thank you, Schultz. We'll drink
Oh
that
my
coffee.
goodness. So it's a good cigar, box press. Tom from Drew Estates, I was hanging out with him on Wednesday, and he turned me on to these. I smoked one; it was very good, so I bought another one.
Yeah, I met
I like
Tom on Monday. He was
Nicaraguan.
he was
Thank you.
There you go. Tom was a great representative for Drew Estates.
yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, hopefully we got something going on with him later on.
Right. Gurkha as well.
And we got a couple of cigar reps, a couple of different whiskey things coming up, and we're gonna try and get you some good guests to come on.
It'll be a good time for sure.
Yeah, and Dave's gonna be back soon, so
once
he'll
Dave's
be
wheel
here
is
on the
field.
show.
Yep.
Nobody asked Jimmy what cigar he was smoking.
Well,
We're getting there.
Okay, just checking.
Poor
Jimmy, what cigar are you smoking?
Swisher Sweet. He already told me Swisher Sweet.
I'm smoking from Royal Havana.
White Owl.
La Aurora de Cuba.
That's
Passion.
a good cigar. Yeah.
Very
Nice.
good. It's become one of my favorite cigars, and I've got it from Royal Havana. He carries
Nice.
them. So
Nice.
There you go, little D. We got you in there again.
Dave, all the local cigar lounges that I go to or have been to, Dave's got the best selection. There's no doubt about it. He's got the best selection. He's got some good stuff.
You know, we had a-
Even their house cigars they smoke like $12 cigars are fantastic.
Yeah, we had at the last roundtable Wednesday that we were there with everybody. There was some new people there, and they were commenting on the selection that Dave has. So.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's something that Dave
He
prides
changes
himself
it up
on.
every
Yep.
once in a while,
Yep,
but
yep.
it's always something even better. So
And it seems like every time I go in there, there's a different cigar rep in there. So he's talking to the reps
Sure.
and getting the best of the best.
Sure, absolutely, awesome.
And Hoops, can't forget the
Yeah,
Hoops cigar.
Hoop cigars, and you got the 660, the Whiskey Roundtable cigar.
That's the one I just relit. Is that 660 Big
Those-
G edition?
Yeah, those were made for me.
It's the Whiskey Roundtable, but I call it their Big G edition because it's.
That's cool. I love it.
Karen, are you smoking anything, or are you just typing away?
I'm smoking. Yeah. So
Back to basics.
yeah,
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Yep.
So I am back to my tobacco,
Okay.
and because I'm typing, I'm not keeping it lit very well, so I have to keep relighting it.
All right.
Dankeschön. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what do we got going, kids?
Anyone else on the scroll get?
Oh, we just got a little bit of everybody piping in. We're just rolling on. We got Steve up there and Nicholas.
Nick T,
Nick T.
my boy.
So we're rolling along. Things are moving slowly, but we're getting there because I think we're a whiskey show, and Jimmy's going to be the resident expert on this one today since he's a Scotch guy. This is our Scotch show that we're going to be doing. We're going to try doing one of these every 3 months, and Jimmy found this one, I think.
I did.
He did.
How did you find this one in the wild?
I was at the liquor store about 3 weeks ago and saw Top Shelf, which I need a ladder to get up to. But,
You didn't like climb up, did you?
I did. I was I knocked some bottles off, but
You're like Kevin Hart, huh?
yeah.
I'll take this one.
New Glenlivet selection called Fusion Cask, rum and bourbon Fusion Cask, Glenlivet.
Well, you're always drawn to the Glenlivet.
Yeah,
because
and
that's what's your favorite
I
one.
started out probably 30 years ago drinking Dewar's,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
blended, and I just started drinking single malt, and then never went back to Dewar's. Glenlivet is my preferred. The Glenlivet Double Oak, which is
Right there.
right there. But this is something new from Glenlivet, so I had to have it. It's pricey, but we're going to find out if it's worth it. I think it looks nice. Fusion Cask. I'll let Karen
color's
explain
nice.
what that is. The color looks good.
Nice.
The Fusion Cast, that one's done in a rum finish.
Done in a
or-
rum,
and bourbon. Yep.
Rum
Bourbon
and
barrels.
bourbon.
Okay.
Fusion Cask is they take rum casks and bourbon casks, they disassemble them and reassemble them, with the rum and bourbon cask
For the barrel.
for the barrel.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And that's what this is from Glenlivet.
Well, thank you very much for the bottle, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Jimmy,
Thank
how did you get into to smoking, drinking?
Smoking and drinking. How did you get in the
Drink-
boat?
Like drinking scotch. Like, what was it that
I
got you
think-
started?
I was watching a movie a long time ago called Sea of Love with Al Pacino. I think I told you that.
Yes, I love it. That's
And
why
Al
I asked.
Pacino's
about
drink
this
in that movie was Double Doors.
Mm-hmm.
And
Double doors.
so I'm like, I'm going to start drinking some Double Doors because he was a detective in that movie, and I used to think I was a detective.
I used to
No.
think.
I was a detective at the sheriff's
You
office.
used to play one on TV or something?
I used to play one on TV. So I fell in love with Dewar's, but then when I started drinking single malt,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the peaty Scotch,
Right.
but there is peat in Scotch, but
Sure.
there's a smoky and then there's non-smoky Scotch.
Right.
Glenlivet, Glenmorangie, Glenfiddich is, to me, non-smoky Scotch. They're all pretty much in that same category.
Excuse me.
Yeah, because some of those, and it's definitely those smoky
Yeah.
Islays and that, those aren't
I
for
mean,
the
some,
faint of heart or for the beginner.
some
to
people
try.
like
right,
the
for the
smoky
beginner,
Scotch.
right,
That's what Scotch is all about to them. But there's smoke in just about every Scotch, but not to
Sure.
varying degrees.
Absolutely.
But you
So-
started out with Doors, and Doors is like, I guess we're going back to Grandpa's liquor cabinet. That's that's something that everybody cuts their teeth on. A Scotch that they're going to start with.
Cuddy Sark.
Cuddy
Cuddy
Sark.
Sark.
Cuddy Sark.
Cuddy Sark.
Cuddy
yeah.
Sark.
JB. Doors. Yeah,
JB.
yeah. Those are the three big ones that were down there in the 70s that everybody cut their teeth on.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I
remember
had
Cuddy Sark.
JB. I just had some JB not too long ago, and it was like, boy, just didn't cut it when you start drinking single malt.
And Doors is the same way.
Yeah.
It doesn't really
Yeah.
zhuzh you up anymore.
Right.
Zhuzh.
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 Just-
Zhuzh. Put a little zhuzh in your hair.
Hey, why do you gotta make hair jokes?
Because I still have
It's not
mine.
funny. Glad
Oh
you're enjoying
my
it.
God.
It's falling out in clumps though, so.
I introduced Greg to Balvenie.
Yep.
He's loved it
Oh,
ever
wow.
since.
That's one
He's
of
got
my
all kinds of great
favorites.
Balvenie on his bar there. He's got a few bottles there. There's some Ripple and then there's some Mad Dog, but he's got some Balvenie.
Sham Pipple!
You're stupid.
Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to get comfortable
Where are you
here.
going? What are
Alright.
you doing?
Pay no attention to the girl behind the laptop.
Yeah, we're just trying to get her a little higher up so she can be seen and viewed.
Right.
Better to be seen
Than
than
viewed.
viewed.
Unless you're at Jimmy's place and
That's it.
All right, there we go. I think we're starting to get into
There
it
you
now.
go. Now we're
There
hitting
we
the stride. We're
go.
hitting the stride.
Now it's all good.
And Joris is on here with us from Belgium again.
What's up,
Yay!
bro?
Hey, Joris. Glad you could join us.
When you, we're gonna make that shirt for you, and regardless of the price, we're sending it to you anyway.
Is there a way we can pay the taxes?
Yeah, if you know what the tax is, we'll just add it in there. I don't care.
I can't believe
Or we'll
it.
Venmo you or however you want to do that.
Yeah.
I
absolutely.
cannot believe that if something gets shipped over there in Belgium,
Well,
that
every
you have to
country's
pay
a little
taxes
different.
to pick
Sure.
it up. That's insane. That's cray
So-
cray. Well, it's going to be like that here shortly.
Well.
We're taxed on everything anymore.
But since we are now an international show, we do need to start supporting the international markets. So.
True that.
That's why we're
True
doing
that.
scotch tonight.
Yeah, we're drinking scotch tonight. Yes, 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 yes.
Too funny.
Ah, anyway.
What are you guys pre-gaming?
Pre-gaming? I did from Rob Up North is in the audience over there, and he brought High West Campfire over here.
Ooh.
And I was quite leery of trying it because last time I tried it, I opened the bottle and I had a neck pour on it, and it was, whoa, it was like you came in from a campfire after you sat out there for 7 days with that campfire burning on your clothes.
Awesome.
I have a
But-
question.
yes.
What did you call that? A neck pour?
A neck pour, that's the first
Bottle.
couple of pours that you pull out of the bottle.
Is that supposed to taste different?
In my experiences, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that say that the whiskey doesn't change. Like with a wine, when you open it up and let it breathe and oxidize a little bit.
I don't believe that.
I am a firm believer in that once you get out of that neck, where there's more surface area and you put a little bit more air in there, it oxidizes, it opens it up and helps. I mean, I'm not in the minority. This is like a 50-50 argument. This is like a Ford versus Chevy
Right.
thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Dodge is right there. Dodge is right there. Cheese is over here talking about Dodge. If you can't dodge,
I don't
it, you
even
ram
have
it.
a Dodge. Don't even listen to him.
Hey,
I
count?
drive a Dodge. I have a
I
Dodge
got a
SUV.
Jeep. Does that
there you
count?
go.
Small, ugly vehicle.
What?
But yeah, the campfire. Rob's had this, and it's been open for a little while, and the smoke has diminished quite a bit, and it's very palatable now, and it pairs perfectly with the cigar.
I like that bottle.
And Karen is drinking the Jack Daniel's selection, finished in a tequila barrel.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Tequila.
The tequila barrel,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that was something that Rob also brought down with
Right.
him from Tennessee. It's something that's available at the distillery only.
Up north.
Up
north.
north.
Yep.
Up north.
Big G, you're doing your.
Well, I started off with Driftless Glen, and I'm drinking Buffalo Trace Single Barrel. That's what I'm drinking right now.
And I would assume that Jimmy's drinking a Glenlivet.
I'm drinking the Glenlivet Double Oak 12-year.
Nice.
So
All right, kids.
All right.
Very
Let's get
good.
it. Let's get
Staying
into
with the
this.
Scotch
What are we doing?
theme.
staying with the theme of
Staying
the
with the
night.
Scotch theme.
Yeah.
Are we ready to put up a bottle cam or something? We're going to talk about whiskey now?
Well, we would
Okay.
be ready to put up a picture of the bottle, but I had a little
Oopsies. Oh.
in the beginning of the evening, so I don't have it. But Greg, you've got the box and the
James has
It's over there.
Jimmy
Jimmy's
has
got it. There you
Jimmy's
go.
got the bottle.
got the box.
Got the box.
And the bottle is up there. So yeah, Glenlivet Fusion Cask. It is a single malt Scotch whiskey, and as you said, Jimmy, it is fused with the rum and bourbon barrels. So I think it's kind of unique. I've never heard where they have taken the barrels apart, reconstructed them, put them together. I can just.
Well, that's what
awesome.
that's what they typically do at the Scotch. They take the bourbon barrels from America.
Yeah.
They will disassemble them since you don't want to ship a whole lot of air. They'll disassemble the barrels and set the staves on a pallet in containers or whatever, and then send it over, and then their
then
coopers
put it
will put the
back
barrels
together.
back together. So
Sure.
you could have staves from several different distilleries putting the barrels together.
Okay, I had no idea. But yeah, I'm excited to try this. It's just an 80 proof Scotch, so nice and light. And
tasting notes on the back there that are
Yeah,
pretty-
no, I got those. And when I read those earlier, so I lost my notes for everybody that didn't know. But when I was reading the notes earlier, I was really interested in trying this because it sounds awesome. But so Glenlivet is a Speyside, and they were founded by George Smith in 1822, and it's actually in the Levitt. How do you say it? Levitt.
Glenlivet?
Glenlivet.
Valley.
Okay, Levitt Valley.
It's in the Levitt Valley of the Scottish Highlands, and George Smith actually put it there because it was hidden away from the customs agents and soldiers because it was not a legal distillery at the time. So he hid it in the valley so no one could find him, and it gave him the time to actually put together and distill a whiskey that he liked. However, that didn't stop King George IV from Scotland
That bastard. Go ahead.
from just dropping in. And he asked for a dram of the illegal whiskey. So it was hidden, but of course, they always find you.
That's kept secrets.
True that.
But so what I didn't know is Glenlivet was the first distillery in the region to go legal. And at the time, it didn't make the other distillers in the area very happy.
Because they were all underground.
They were all underground, and that probably put some pressure on them. I would think, because now you're whatever. But so they vowed not only to burn down the distillery, but burn George Smith down too.
Oh, man.
So he always carried a pair of flintlock pistols
There we go.
with him for protection, and let me tell you, he wasn't afraid to use them, and everyone knew it. So.
Come get some.
I was kind of, I know.
Get some
right?
lead with your scotch.
Come get some.
Greg still carries flintlock pistols.
What are you trying to
Those were
say?
that was his communion present.
That's right.
Well, you're talking about my anatomy. All right, can't give me a break. You're making fun of my hair, and what the hell's going on here? So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Oh.
It's a bad hair day for you, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Gets in my eyes.
Trim the eyebrows.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I mentioned it, but George Smith founded it in 1822. So by the late 1830s, they had already they were producing more than 200 gallons of whiskey a week.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
4 barrels.
Nice.
they were doing, so they went legal in 1824. So you figure 10, 15 years later, they were selling 200 gallons a week. And they had expanded and had gone to London, where even George Dickens was
Whoa. Oh, go ahead. I misunderstood.
an author. He was a fan, and he would write letters to his friends telling everyone they have to try this. It's better than his expectations.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to giving this a try and see
All right.
Do we
better
know if this
than
is
our expectations.
being a scotch? Is this one also triple distilled, like the Irish whiskeys are?
You know what? I'm not sure
I mean,
if it
it's
is.
not Irish whiskey and
See what they
scotch.
got.
Never mind. I just answered my own question. It's not.
What's that?
No, I don't believe it is.
I was still in St. Patrick Irish Day mode.
Gotcha.
Oh, see how you are?
Yes.
Did you ever find that leprechaun ever find you?
No. There, I was elusive this week.
You were loose.
I was elusive.
Even
yes.
wearing that shirt, huh?
Hey, this was a fantastic.
Almost
find.
spit my
I
water
love
out.
This one.
Listen, Elvis.
Hey, I'm just trying to blend in with the crowd. I don't want to stand out.
About to call you Marie, but anyway.
A little bit country.
I just wrote
That's
that.
our
kids.
show. Thank
I
you
just
very
wrote
much.
that, kids. I just wrote it.
Oh my goodness.
All right, come on,
Shall we
let's-
pass these around
We
and take
should.
a nose?
We should.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. So,
I'm interested to see
Thank
what
you.
Jimmy likes.
what does
Hey, do me a
Jimmy
favor.
like?
Pass me one of them Jack Daniels bottles, please. There you go.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm trying
Got
to
it.
suck up to the
Ooh,
table.
right off the barrel, man.
I'm surprised at the dark color of it right off the
Yeah.
bat.
As opposed to the regular Glenlivet. You can see
Well, it's a
it's-
double barrel, right?
you can see
Ooh,
it.
that smells wonderful.
Right off the bat, I get cherries. I mean, it's just stone fruit cherries.
Man, is that nice.
It's fruity.
Yes, very fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the show, big guy.
I love it.
You know,
Man,
it's
it's
gonna
got
be
a
hard,
nice nose for sure.
I was going to say, it's going to be hard to beat that red spot from last
Well, there
week
you
go.
because
Yeah,
it was a huge favorite of
Definitely
ours.
full of fruit over here. Fruit basket, brother,
Yeah, there's.
for sure.
Ooh, man, it's delightful, and it's not heavy ethanol, being 80 proof though.
No.
I mean, it's nice.
smooth-
It's,
should
there's
be
no,
smooth,
there's no
man.
heat, no nothing on that.
All right.
There's nothing making you go. "Ugh."
It's sweet. It's
Jimmy,
definitely
you brought
sweet.
this here. What are you talking? What are you thinking?
I agree with you. The fruitiness and it's very
Definitely
very
have,
pleasant on the nose.
you know, maybe brown sugar or something. It smells very sweet. I love it.
Yeah, I got a definite brown sugar-ish, molassesy.
Agree.
I agree.
No, it's very, very, very nice.
Should we?
Cheese, you smelling this one yet?
Smells nice. I'm not a Scotch guy, but it smells wonderful.
Oh, come on, cheese.
Oh man.
Up Nort, what do you
Up
got
Nort?
over there?
I get the cherries, the dried fruit, and I get a cooked brown sugar, like
Right.
molasses.
Mhm.
Really
Okay.
light
Yeah,
molasses.
really light.
So it's pretty
If I would have
unanimous.
known it was this sweet, I would have made a cheese basket. But anyway.
Oh,
There.
where would you get your cheese?
Well, I can't tell you. It's
Ah.
a secret.
The grocery
Okay.
store.
The grocery store.
The grocery store.
Private label.
Private labels. There you go.
You're stupid. Anyway, go ahead.
All right,
Wow,
do,
that's amazing.
do you want me to
Well,
start
yeah,
with
let's
the
go.
Yeah,
nose
go ahead,
notes?
go ahead, I'm
And,
sorry. We're having too much fun.
while
Come on.
you guys give it a taste, the nose says it's orange, vanilla custard, caramel, coconut, and zest of lemon. No cherry.
Coconut? No
Just
coconut,
reading
no
that.
zest of lemon. I think solid cherry, man. That's
Yeah, I don't get any coconut.
vague. Maybe now that vanilla's in my head, I get a little vanilla, but it's
Definitely
not, it's
vanilla.
more it's more cherry than anything else.
You're saying vanilla custard, so
Okay.
maybe that's a little.
That's the cooked part.
The cooked custard,
Maybe that's like you guys were saying the brown sugar.
maybe.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So you went in for your taste already,
It's
huh?
I'm
it's
going.
definitely lemon on the palate.
You go in for the taste now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
Sugar, sweet, like you said, you know, brown sugar, molasses. That's all there. That's nice. No burn, no ethanol. I'm gonna let it sit for
Well,
a
that's
second.
nice.
It is.
That is nice.
It is.
So I can always and I say this because
Honey
I,
on the palate. Finish. All
On the
honey.
palate,
On the back side of
honey,
the palate, it's honey.
like a honey cough drop.
Yeah, exactly right.
Little hint of rum.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't get the cinnamon.
Well, at first-
Cinnamon, whatever.
Cinnamon. I get the touch of Scotch, and maybe it's because I already know ahead of time that this is a Scotch, but
The malt.
I get that Scotch little, just real faint, but
Yeah.
it's there.
Almost like a little chocolatey cocoa nib.
Thin scotch.
Yeah, thin sky, like a cocoa nib almost. It's very, very light. I mean, it's getting the lemon out of that, and there's
I think-
a honey flavor, but not a texture.
So on the second run, I usually let it sit for a minute or so. Is when I get the peat. On the second run, I didn't get it the first run. Second run, I get the peat.
But it's faint, or do
It
you,
is faint. It's
yeah.
just enough to let you know it's there.
Yeah, I got definitely
Wait a
a
minute.
higher malt content, really.
There's something that I can't. It's a fruit that I'm getting on the taste, and I can't. I
It's
can't pinpoint what that is.
kind of a long finish,
Did
but
this bottle disappoint you, or are you happy with this one?
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
it's very good.
It lives up to what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. What do you got, Nort?
I get that real slight rum in there. That
Yeah.
real slight sweet rum. I mean, really, the only taste, it just tastes like more.
It tastes like
Hey, wait a
more.
minute, that's my line. You can't use it tastes like more.
So, Cheese, you're
Trademarked.
you're not a Scotch guy. What are you thinking
I
there?
mean, this is delightful. It's very delicate, the flavors.
Yes.
I've been drinking Chestnut Farms, and this is a much milder. And when I first drank it, I tasted like cinnamon notes, but that's kind of gone away. I agree with Rob. It's very delicate. The bourbon and rum kind of over, very palatable and delicate Scotch. It's a wonderful drink. It's nice.
Anybody get raisin?
That's probably where you're getting that from the rum, because the rum is a lot of molasses and sugars and stuff like that, and you're getting a raisin out of that.
Cinnamon,
Definitely
raisin.
sweet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It kind of it almost mimics a cognac, but it's not as sweet as a
Yeah,
cognac.
and not as sweet and not a real thick tongue feel. It's very,
it's very light.
very
It
light,
is,
very
it is
watery. It just kind of sits there and goes away. The finish is medium. It's a medium finish. It's like, you can go about 2 minutes without having to go, wow, what did I have in my
It's
mouth?
almost like it drinks so smooth, but then it hangs around.
It's
Yeah.
heavy.
kinda
I
unique.
just it's heavy.
Because you drink it, and
You're
you're like,
exactly right.
"But this is like so delicate," and then you're like, "But it's still here."
Thank you.
It is,
Excellent
it's heavy.
After dinner drink.
It's like me.
I agree.
Digest
That's what I
beef?
said. Yeah.
It's like
It-
me.
it-
I drink and I hang around, and Greg has to ask me to go home.
Greg never asks
Well,
anybody to
He
leave.
never asks you to go home. He just tells you to get the hell out of
Yeah.
here.
Right.
That's
I always say, you
Get out of my house.
You ain't got to leave. You just got to get the hell out of here.
Did we talk about a price point on this one at all? Because I mean, it was,
$100, $110?
$99.99
Okay, $100.
In the state
There
of
you
Ohio.
go.
plus tax.
And when you picked this up, were there a lot of bottles there, or was it like?
They're like I was at World Wine and Liquor up in Menor last night, and they had about 5 or 6 bottles.
That's
So-
nice.
that's a very nice pork.
So let me tell you a story about that bottle.
Oh boy, yeah.
So I dropped off. We were hanging out last week, Wednesday, with the big show, if you will,
The big shoe.
the big shoe.
Which you guys had a great turnout.
So when we were leaving, I dropped off my last person, and I had a box of stuff to give to him, and pulled it out, and here it was in the casket, if you will, and it was upside down. And when I pulled it out, the bottle went right through the top and right to the concrete, and I was like, no! But believe it or not, it didn't break the bottle, and I was shocked that it didn't break the bottle.
But it's got a
But
little scuff mark.
it does have a scuff mark in the glass. So
Got a little
I mean, not in the glass. I'm just saying on the very
bottom.
bottle, the thickness of the bottle saved it. I was like, Jesus.
So there's something to be said about a good bottle.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm telling you what.
Glassware makes a difference.
Somebody was looking out for you on that one.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you said that you get the raisin, and I think you completely hit it on the head when I said I'm getting a fruit and I can't place
Maybe
it.
that's where the not cherry but raisin.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah,
You're probably
maybe.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say prune.
No.
Oh,
Rob?
Rob, I just want you to know that I thank God that you're here, because I do have a bag of nice prunes for you to take home. So, just so you know.
All concerned with my digestive system.
So do we have tasting notes from the...
We do.
Oh,
we do.
okay.
And this is directly from Glenlivet.
Nice.
They say there are notes of juicy apricot and peach,
Okay.
I can get the
I can
peach.
get it. Sure.
Stone fruits.
Fresh apples, toffee-covered bananas.
What?
We all took a step back on that one.
I think I have to have one to have a taste reference.
Well, yeah, I've never had one. Elvis, what do you mix your bananas?
Peanut butter.
With his hand.
It's all peanut butter.
Peanut butter, baby.
Thank you very much.
But toffee-covered bananas sounds awesome.
It does. It sounds
I mean, I think of a Heath bar with a banana. So yeah, but
I
I
get a
don't
Heath
get.
bar now. I get a little Heath bar.
You get Heath bar.
I get a little Heath bar.
Okay.
You know.
I get a lot of cannoli.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Just kidding.
Speaking
just
of which, there's
kidding.
And
cannoli
cheese.
upstairs.
Cheese. A subtle cinnamon spice.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh.
The master.
Yeah.
The master. Look at that.
The finish, they say, is sweet and smooth with enduring notes of orange. I'm surprised they don't mention raisin. I really am, because I think that's
Everybody's
prominent
palate's
for me.
different. Everybody's palate's different. There's no wrong in sampling whiskeys. There's no wrong. Whatever you're tasting, that's your palate.
I
It is
agree.
what
I
it is.
agree. But to me, I think that is really prominent. And the fact that you pulled it out too. It's just like you said. It's probably the rum.
This is all half the fun of drinking like this. Is
Sure.
we're sampling and breaking it down. I like
Absolutely.
that. I mean,
What's the other half of fun?
the proof?
His shirt. His shirt. Oh, go ahead.
You're just jealous. You couldn't pull
I
this
want one
off.
of those. Oh, you just got danged.
Yes, I did. Dang.
Ding, ding. Yeah. All right. So, Jimmy, this is your bottle. Do we want to have you start off the scoring on this?
I think we should.
I think it's a solid 4.5.
Woo!
Are
Right
you
out of the
biased
gate.
on that one because Glenlivet is your product of choice?
I may be.
There you go. There you go. There you
brand
go.
loyalty. Thank
Say
you.
it the way it is.
That's
Yeah.
what keeps them going.
Say it the way it is. All right.
I am biased.
There you go.
That's good. That's a good thing.
And I'm not afraid to
kinda
show it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, who's going next?
I think you should go next.
Well, I'm very close to Jimmy, so I'm going to say 4.25.
Wow.
Wow, that's
I like it, and I'm not a huge Scotch guy, but that's a good bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I, you know what? That says a lot because we all really liked the red spot last week, and you gave it a 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
So this is right there with that red spot. Okay,
And
next. I'm sorry. Huh?
No,
Go
I was
ahead,
just going to say, I like all kinds of whiskeys and bourbons, if you will. For that being a rum cask Scotch, if you will, and we had the red spot last week. I said that was a great bottle. That definitely was worth $200,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a $100 bottle, and it's very pleasurable. I would love to have. I would love to have that on my bar, which I will by the end of the show.
Somebody distract Jimmy.
Somebody distracts. We're gonna catch Jimmy out in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Look, Elvis. No, I'm just
Thank
kidding.
you. Elvis would go, hey, just get it, man.
Bought for the Whiskey Roundtable, so it's staying here,
Thank
Awesome.
you. We appreciate
Awesome.
that.
Thank you.
And as long as you don't drop it again.
Greg won't touch the bottle.
Yeah.
His spars will be poured for him.
We're going to drop it right down
Yeah,
our throat.
when you,
We're
leave,
gonna
when
drop-
you leave, I'm going to slam it on the bar and tell you I dropped it on the ground, and you
Yeah.
have to get me another one.
Oh, darn.
Thank you, sir. May I have
Next
another?
one will
Would
be
that, Rob? It tastes like more?
next
That's
one
good,
will be
I
in
like it.
bubble wrap.
Up
Yeah.
north, what do you give this on your?
So I'm not a huge Scotch person, more of a bourbon, but I do keep 2 Scotches on my bar.
Okay.
Glenlivet 12 and Glenrother's 15.
Ah.
Those are my 4.0s.
There you go.
This one, a 4.1.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice. Respectful for sure.
Uh-oh, sounds like somebody's getting replaced on that show. You got a big decision to make on your drive
Yeah.
home, right?
Well, where are you going with that? A big what? Huh?
Oh, who, what, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead. What do you got?
Who's next?
It's up to you and me.
Well, we got
Wait,
got
no,
cheese.
we got
and
Cheese. Oh, cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese. That's right. Cheese. Hi.
Cheese is like Johnny in the back room there.
Fourth wall.
Pick me,
So-
teacher.
Me.
Pick me,
So
pick me.
like Rob, not a Scotch guy. The Scotch I normally keep is Johnny Walker Blue. That's my favorite.
It is.
But surprisingly, I would be proud to keep this on my bar, and I give it a 4.0 because that's when it's something you want on your bar at all times.
Sure.
I would give this a 4.0 because I think it's a wonderful drink.
It is. Thank you.
Very easy to drink too.
Yeah.
Very,
It is
You
very
could,
good.
you could let anybody start on this as a Scotch. and
You know,
they'll
you're
enjoy it.
exactly right. Exactly
Very
right.
easy to drink.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to follow Cheese with that one too. It is a solid 4.0 for me also.
Yeah.
Drinks real nice. It is the next level up from, next several levels up from where Doers and all that is. With no burn, no nothing. It is very pleasant to drink. I'd be proud to have that one on the bar, and that is at that right price point to have on the bar as something
Sure.
that you want there to share with people, and that is definitely one that I'm going to try and get.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sharing that with anybody.
That's fine.
Yeah, you are.
What?
Nope.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
Oh shit. Okay.
So,
Next week on the Whiskey Roundtable, an arm wrestling
what was that movie with Over the Top?
over the top.
Over the top. Good.
Okay, so I guess I'm last
Yes,
this
you are.
week, and I really do like this, and I wanted to give it a little bit more than you have to have it on your bar, because I think it's a little bit more than that. And I'm gonna tip the scales at 4.2,
Ooh.
right under Greg, what you and Jimmy gave it at a
Right.
4.
I did a
4.25 and a 4.5. So I think it's really, really good.
It is.
And I wanted to give that little 0.2 a little more to say you should have it on your bar, absolutely. And maybe if you only have room for a couple of scotches, this would knock off someone from the top. So, wow, these are amazing scores. Amazing.
Yep.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, well, we got Steve Gallowan on here going.
What's up,
He's
Sarge?
going
Sorry.
0.9 Scotch. Yuck. Yeah, don't knock it till you try it, brothers. This is a good one.
A chaser with Sprite?
Yeah,
Steve, what is the
yeah.
matter with
What's
you?
wrong with you, Steve?
Yeah.
You
and
got
then-
issues.
Yeah.
Then we got a good friend of mine, Wesley, is out there.
Wesley.
So he's tuning in from Oklahoma.
Gotcha.
Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, it's a good musical, I remember.
What ABV, Joris is asking, is the Glenlivet? It's 80 proof.
80 proof.
It's 80 proof, so it's just makes the cutoff. And I will say it's interesting that you asked that, because I think it's a little, it doesn't taste like an 80 proof to me. It's got a little bit more to it. I kind of 80 proof to me, and I hate to say this, maybe I've just been drinking too long, it's kind of watery
Right.
at times to me. But this really has flavor.
This one has more, there's more complexity than the lower. No, there's something definitely extra that makes this one.
Right.
The flavor profiles make up for the lack of proof. Let's just
Absolutely.
put up with that one.
There
Put
you
it
go.
that way.
Perfect. Perfectly stated. Yes, totally agree.
Glenlivet definitely put that.
They
bottle
did that
perfect.
one right.
They really did it right.
I mean,
for
I
sure.
think, and there's several other people that have done a rum cast finish. I know Basil Hayden has
Sure,
done that, and
yeah.
the rum cast finishes are being very popular, and I have not had a bad rum cast finish
No,
yet.
I agree.
So I'll say, we always ask what we were pre-gaming with, which we had talked about
Right.
a little while ago. And I'm doing the Jack Daniels with tequila in
Right.
it, which I try not to drink any, like, bourbon American whiskeys if we're doing a scotch, because I want to keep things in line, because it tends to water down the flavor of the scotch.
Go ahead.
What happened?
Nothing.
What I
Nothing.
say?
I'm listening.
I don't want to ruin my palate, I'll have to say.
Right.
There you go.
This hangs with it. It really does. Like, it doesn't. The Jack Daniels didn't knock that out of
No,
the
it
park.
did not. Joris brought up a good question here.
Yeah.
And you had your notes set up earlier, and I hope you remember what you had. It was something about a space side. Joris is saying this is, he's having a space side, and it's lovely too, but there was something about this bottle, and there was a connection between space side and this bottle.
Well, this is a space side. It is a space side, but where I was getting confused is because they said the Livet Valley is in the Highlands of Scotland. So at first I was thinking it was a Highland, but
Okay.
it's actually a space side.
Gotcha.
So
So Speyside is a regional Scotch, kind of like the Champagne only going to come from that region. So this technically could be considered a Speyside region.
exactly,
Scotch. Okay.
exactly. There are. I was looking this up, and I do have this note. I didn't
Okay.
lose it. There are 5 regions of Scotch. You have your Speysides, your Lowlands, your Highlands, your Campbelltowns, and your Islas.
And there's your nugget of knowledge for today.
There you go, kids. There you go.
There you go.
All right.
I would say Joris was drinking something earlier to start off the show, and I had never heard of that, and I just want to kind of go back to that. And Jimmy, maybe you did hear of it. I got to scroll up. Glen Allen Cheaten? Glen, it says Glen Allen CHIE 10. Maybe it's just Glen Allen. Is it Glen Allen? I've never
I
heard
don't
of
know.
that.
I've never heard of it either.
George said it's his first try, and it's not bad at all. But
Awesome.
I've never. It's like up towards earlier in the show. Do you see
Yeah.
that, Bob?
No, I'm scrolling through.
The Europeans do Scotch way more technically than Americans do.
Oh, agreed. Totally agreed. God. Yeah.
If you
Glenlivet
order, if
Lychee
you
10.
order bourbon in Europe, you get Jim Beam, but the bar is full of scotches.
Right.
That's the way it was in Switzerland when I was there. So
So what did you call that? Glenlivet?
Yeah, Glenlivet. I'm probably butchering it because I'm not good, but it says Glenlivet 10, and it's a first try, and it's not bad at all. So
I wonder if they sell that in the States.
that's going to be one that I'm going to highlight and put in my notes to look up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
What's funny, you mentioned earlier in the show that we were talking about my dad. My dad said he used to drink Scotch when he was younger.
Correct. Correct.
And he talked about, and I don't know, you talked about Grandpa's
Grandpa's liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
teachers
Oh yeah.
and black and white. He said they were the two Scottish
Yeah,
terriers on the
we looked
bottle.
them up. We looked them up, and they're like $500 a bottle.
Well, it's vintage, you know. Yeah. But I would love to try to get our hands on some of that old Scotch
Yeah, that
for
would
one
be
of
cool.
our next shows
Yeah,
for
that
that.
would be
You
fun.
know, kind of goes with the theme, Bob, that you said. And
I have a vintage bottle of Scotch, and I'm sure it's old school, but maybe we use that one. Try that, and it's a full bottle. So I shouldn't say a full bottle. It's probably 3/4 of a bottle. So I'll pull that out after the show.
so Joris is correcting himself. He did spell it wrong the first
Okay.
time. I still can't say it. Glenlivet
Glenlivet 10.
10. It is a 58.7
Wow.
ABV.
Ooh. So that's 117.
Yeah, and some change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a Scotch, dag, they don't sell that in the States. I can tell you right now. He said it's chocolate nuts.
Oh,
Chocolatey,
Easy,
chocolatey,
Jersey.
nutty red
What's
fruit.
Jer-
it's a family
what?
show. It's a family
Hey,
show.
Hey now. No, he said it's very chocolatey, nutty with red fruit. So
Nice. Sounds wonderful.
Perfect.
yeah, I would like to give that a try. 100 and cool.
Yeah. Greg's a high proof guy, so he likes that.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of. Most of the time,
Kind of maybe.
maybe, sure.
Well, you like your who's the junior, senior
Oh,
stag?
Stag, yeah,
Yeah,
Colonel,
you like
Colonel
those.
Colonel Stag and Stag Junior.
yeah.
Yeah, you do like those, and those to me are like fire.
That's big flavor.
You know what we didn't talk about today?
What's that?
Our sponsors.
Oh,
come on,
Yes. Oh,
Come on,
we
we're
just slow
running.
down
We're
on
running
our sponsors,
long
yep.
time here. Let's.
Well, we were talking Royal Havana.
Yeah, we
Royal
were.
Havana, always #1 sponsor. The Experience Barber and Shave Company, Lisa over there. I may have to be coming down to see you soon. Look at the camera, let me know.
Pompadour's getting a little big there.
Pompadour's getting a little high.
There you go.
Starting to part in the back. Bald spot starting to show.
Well, you can't be Elvis without a pompadour.
Thank you very much. Yeah. We got to win that race.
That's what I was going to
Oh
say.
my
earlier.
goodness. All right.
Yeah.
And then we got Village Martini.
Village
You want to
Martini?
take over Village Martini and tell us a little bit about them?
So they're in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Right by the high school, and he's been there for probably 15 years. And they're high end, and they always win awards, 5-star.
Great
And
place to eat.
it
Great,
is a
great
great
bourbon
place to eat.
selection.
I mean, it's
Awesome.
pricey, but at the end of the day,
You get what
it's
you pay for.
I mean, you're going to take some food home.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Food's amazing.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then we got Rawhide Firearms.
Rawhide Firearms. We bought many guns from them as well.
And Simply Greek.
Simply
Simply
Greek.
Greek.
Absolutely.
Oh, I need one of those heroes.
Gyro.
Gyros.
Ah,
Don't say gyro.
Don't
They won't
say
even
gyro.
serve you. They will
I
not
need
serve you. if you
stuffed
tell
grape
them.
leaves.
Oh, you can
They
get
make-
those
they
there.
I
make
need
them.
stuffed.
They make
I
them.
need-
And
then I
homemade-
need to throw the plates and go, oppa!
Homemade baklava.
Homemade
Oh.
baklava,
And octopus.
octopus,
Octopus, too.
Octopus.
lamb, all kinds of stuff.
And then the last one that we got that we're plugging right now is Rayon.
Rayon.
Rayon
Yeah.
and that
Yep.
cognac.
Yep.
Those guys are amazing people. And if you guys want to sponsor the show, get a hold of us through the whiskey roundtable at gmail.com. and we can set up something and get you to be a sponsor of this show too.
Amen.
There
Amen.
you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, kids. Are
So-
we done?
We are done.
Did we made it through?
Yay! Technical difficulties and all.
All right, kids. Hey, listen, thank you for watching the Whiskey Roundtable. We appreciate all your feedback on the show as well.
Yes,
I appreciate it. We try to make it funny and have a good time, at which we can do that on a regular basis. But anyway, long story short, please like and subscribe. And until then, I'm your host, Big G.
Karen Littleby.
Thank you, Jimmy Chips, for being on here. I'm Bourbon Bob.
Jimmy Chips.
All right, kids. We'll catch you guys next week. Be safe.
Have a safe weekend. Bye.
Peace and love.